Welcome back to another video. Today we're diving into a game that had massive potential, but unfortunately it didn't get the chance to fully take off. And that game is Anthem by Electronic Arts. Now, stick around for a little bit. I'm just going to talk about what made the game special to me, actually, after now playing it recently. But yeah, let's just talk about that and talk about how EA pretty much dropped the ball on this one. So, first of all, I know I'm late to the party, but I mean, I've only recently played the game. This game was released back in 2019 in February, and yet it's 2025, and I'm barely just scratching the surface of the game. I know, big disappointment, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you gotta wait for a big sale, $3.99. But either way, it was very, it's an unfortunate feeling to actually play this game now with all the time that's passed and figuring what it could have been. But even then, thank you for the sale. That way I was actually able to get onto it. I think one of the biggest things that stood out to me back then and still does now, it's gonna be the flight system. The flight system was and is amazing. I think it's literally probably the best mech flying or mech suit flying I've experienced in a long time. I would honestly say that it's pretty much feels like I'm Tony Stark and I'm zooming through the skies. I mean, there's a seamless integration of flying and combat that just makes this game way more interesting than others that use flight in the same manner or try to use it in the same manner. It's not just fun, it's pretty much the best Iron Man simulator to this day. Now, when it comes to the guns in Anthem, I feel like there's just a lot of them. They actually really feel good to play with. I mean, whether it's blasting away things or with like a heavy artillery or like maybe like an LMG or an SMG or doing something more with a precision sniper rifle, the gunplay itself feels really good. And I actually really feel like I'm truly battling for survival or battling against these enemies, these creatures, or even some of these bigger, I don't want to call them boss battles, but battles where like darn near you got some, 8, 9, 10 foot ogre that everyone's fighting and his health pool's huge. It definitely feels like we're doing something. I was just really amazed by the game. I mean, even the map. I mean, the map itself. Have you guys ever seen Avatar? And that scene where Jake Sully, he's flying. He's doing that first flight scene or whatever, and then all of a sudden you just see like all the clouds and rocks and stuff like that. That's how I feel about this game. They took the time to make this map, this open map, seem so real. And not just that, but just flying in it, flying underwater, flying through corridors, flying through valleys. Like it just feels really, really good. And I just feel like what an opportunity to waste, you know what I'm saying? Something that could have been developed even more upon. They did such a great job with what they did with that map. Now, the biggest, I think one of my biggest surprises, I think for me, is seeing that there's still a community of people who play, not just in some of the communities like I'm associated with in Discords and stuff like that, but when I played this game for the first time, people were popping up like, yo, someone's still playing this, like I got to get back to it, yada yada yada. Do you know how many hours I've sunk into this game? I even made a post on TikTok and people are just like, man, this brings back good memories. And it's just, the community itself is still there. Like when I was playing, I didn't expect anyone to be on the map. I just played by myself. But I ended up being literally with a full squad of people, just random, doing different points of interest on the map, and that junk was tight. It was actually really, really cool, you know what I mean? And it's surprising that a game that's 6 years old still has people playing. I just feel that I want to know, I kind of feel I would like to know what would have happened if EA would have let 2.0 go through. I mean, honestly, it's just a real shame because I really feel like this could have probably put Destiny as a franchise not so much in the limelight, but more towards a side seat or a back seat just because of this development. I mean, we've seen how far Destiny has gone within quite some number of years. How many different DLCs have they put out since its release, you know what I mean? And I feel like this game, Anthem, could have been the same thing. But I mean, at the end of the day, Anthem is a game, has its flaws. But you know what? For me, it was definitely unique and unforgettable. I do wish that I would have played this back in 2019, but it just kind of sucks. Even though I would love to have seen like where this could have taken or where in like gaming history it could have sat or put itself into, but we already know how EA rolls, so it's not like we're surprised by how they do things, you know what I mean? Come on out, EA, get your shit together. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts on Anthem and its untimely end. Did you guys play it? Has anyone else played it? Has anyone tried it? What do you think? Could it have rivaled Destiny? That's, I guess, my biggest thing. Do you personally think that this game could have rivaled Destiny? And if so, in what way? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for more gaming content, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Peace.